So what you can do, take one A4 size paper. And fold it in two from the center. You see it? So this is my pen. So what you do is write Varli. So these are all rough work what we are doing. Okay, to understand how the objects are actually designed in Varli. There is no particular size. You just have to see the way how we do it. So write Varli on top. Okay, then first we will start. There you would have seen the figures in Varli, the very typical men and women. First we will show you. I will show you how to draw human figure. So for that you have to. Can you all see me? So these are all created with small triangles. One triangle like this, and another one like this. So it's like an X and two sleeping lines. And then we give one small standing line for the head, and then a circle. And don't worry about the proportion. It's a folk art. And folk art does not really demand any proportion, any size. You can just make it beautiful for your own eyes. Okay, so this is head. And then I'm showing you the legs, the basic human figure for Varli. And then the hands. So this is like two standing line and sleeping line. And then for hands, I'm giving slanting lines. So this is a basic man figure for Varli.
Ma'am,
Men.
Ma'am, should we draw it?
Actually, M-A-N. Okay. Yeah. And then we draw woman. So similarly, you follow the step. Little space you give. And then another triangle. For the head. Same way you give hands. Legs. So how you can make it different than man? So give a small bun, smaller circle here. And then a little bit of design. So you can give maybe coming down also. And maybe a couple of bangles. And even an anklet. So these are all embellishments which you do not really need to have every time. So this is right woman. This is a basic man and woman figure if you want to depict that on your art. Now in action. So you have this paper here, you gave one partition. So below that, you write in action. So basically, we'll see this is the simple picture standing. So if you want to give action, so in your art, you should know, okay, so when you are showing social life, so sometimes they are holding something, sometimes they are tapping something. So how you can change that figure so that you can depict that in your art. Okay, in action, posture. So again, you start with the triangle. So this will remain same, this much body and the, now for the posture, you need hands and legs. So maybe what you can do, like you can just imagine the hand posture. So what I am trying to show you, this one is, see, so little hand, this is going upwards, and this hand is coming downwards.
Ma'am, we can't see the page. Can you put the camera a little down?
And even the leg, you can give little shape.
Ma'am, can you put the camera a bit below? We can't see the page.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, and the second one I make, this one, a man with different hands and legs, and let's make a woman triangle. This is again the head, so this will be same, and I can give little bit of bun. And let's make a small pot on her head. So shape does not matter. You can give any shape of your pot. See the pot what I am making is little rounded, and then like this. So basically woman is having the pot on her head. And how do I show the hand posture for this? So so you need hand to hold the pot. So you can draw hand like this. So hand is always like in two parts for posture, for the bending, and then this side like this. And simply walking movement. So this is the posture I'm showing you for reference today. You can have like many, you know, hands, different postures, like holding something, or, you know, even for the musical instrument, you can give different kind of hands, like whatever they used to play those days. Okay, so this is for the man and woman in action and play. Let's turn this page. I don't want to waste the back side. So if you need to, so same human figure, if you need to give the sitting pose or maybe the bended back. So how do you make bended back? So this is figure with bent backs, where you need to show that figure is doing something. So the back is bent, not the standing. So for the bended back, what you have to do? give a sleeping line, and then give a rounded line for the back. And front side, it will be like this. So instead of that triangle thing, what we did, we just gave this rounded line, and sleeping line is there, and another sleeping line, maybe while it's sitting posture, we can make it a little slanted. Give a head here with a small circle. And look at the leg posture, because when you give sitting, the leg posture will be different. So what I'm doing here, it should just look like that somebody, the figure is sitting. So what I did, just gave a standing line and bent it inside, and another line almost parallel to this bottom line and standing line. Okay, now what is missing? Hands. So for hands, what will we do? So first, okay, let me make a bun over here. Something is hanging from the bun. One hand coming from the right shoulder, and the other hand and the basic tool. So maybe a thing like what they used to use for the cereals. So to clean the cereals, I'm just giving a basic shape here, little, maybe you can imagine a oval, but it's not complete. And just see how they have, like, with very simple lines, they have just created these art. And roughly you can just draw it. You can make it as smooth, as rough you want it, but it should just depict the thing what you want to show on the painting. You can even make it look like the grain is falling, so you do not have to really make the grain, just simple lines. You see how interesting this is? In simplicity, you see there is so much which you can explain with this.
Ma'am, we can't see.
Sanvi, you are asking something?
Yes, ma'am. We are not able to see
I
it.
can't hear you.
Ma'am, we can't see it.
I can't hear you, Sanvi. Can you increase the volume maybe?
She said that she can't see.
Yes, ma'am. We can't see the photo. It's tilted.
Ma'am, she can't see the photo.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, okay, Sanvi, tell me.
Ma'am, the photo, we can't see the, I can't see the part. Ma'am, I can't see some of the photo.
1 second. Can you see it now?
I can't see some of the photo, ma'am.
There is only one, only this is there. Can you see this? Only this I have on this side. So
The grain part I could not see right that time.
can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the end of the paper. Can you all see? And similarly, one more quickly, I will make another figure with the bended back. So one sleeping line, and then again this curvy line. By this time you will understand what I'm trying to do. This one, I'm just trying to make head little bit slanted forward, because you will understand what I'm trying, why I did that. And similarly legs. This is the hand, one hand, and then another hand, I take this line smaller and till here. So I'm giving, you can say either a flute, but actually what the actual depiction here is that the person is trying to, you know, blow air in the fire pit just to lit the fire. Okay, and this is a man. So very simple. You can just leave a small line here, or maybe just color it. And now I show you a very typical, so second part you use, second part of the paper. So I show you a very typical Warli art. If you know about Warli art, the most famous and the most popular thing in Warli art is human chain, which is like circles. So you will see on ochre wall, the circles, and you can make smaller circle or bigger circle, and it is actually, it can be created on a full wall of your room. Okay, so that just shows the bonding, and they believe that the circle of life, that's what they believe, and that's how they depict the circle of life through the human chain. So for this, we actually use compass. I didn't ask you to bring compass because we are not really making it. Just to show you, I will tell you how do you do it. You can roughly draw a circle, 3 circles on your paper. So the center one will be a smaller circle. Just see what I'm trying to do. So I just make a circle. My compass is not good. So, okay. So this is one circle, and then I make another circle of half an inch. So I'm taking half an inch from here. So this is actually half inch, and another one is, this will be 1 inch. Just draw a circle, and then another one is another half inch, and you draw. So 3 circles you draw on your paper. And next time when you want to make your own human chain, maybe just for fun, on a paper also, you can use this technique. I'll show you the technique how to do it. So So they're like one circle, second and third. So the top circle, you start with the triangle. So the figure what we made here, this triangle you will be making on the top circle. So how you do it, see this circle is small, this is big. So how you do it, just watch me. So make a circle, maybe you can directly go make a cross. And then another cross when you make sure you give a little gap on the top, and bottom it will be joining. Okay, so another cross you make like this and like this. You see this line, bottom line is joining, and top you have given the space. And here you give line and make head. And then the legs in second one, you just finish it up, make head here. And similarly, you just go on, give little reference points for you to start the triangle. See, little bit space you leave, and then give reference point, this much space, and from here to here you join, and it will become easy for you to make it. Leave space, give reference point. So with little practice, it really comes out very nice. Okay, so you can just finish it up. And when you have to increase the circle, what you have to do? Basically another line, and then you have to repeat. So that above this, the legs will come, and then the body, then the head. This will not repeat. Next time when you see somewhere this human chain, you would know how they would have drawn. You can see it closely and understand it. So to make a smaller this human circle, you finish it up, and then maybe you can just give a little design in the center circle. So you know they used lots of geometric shapes, mostly circles and triangles and squares. So why circles? So circle basically circle is inspired from sun and moon, and the triangle what they use, that is inspired from mountain peaks and treetops, and the square what they used, that is inspired from land. So everywhere in all the paintings you will see these three geometrical shapes. Okay, you can write here Varley human chain, so you remember for your reference next time. Watch it. Anybody who came late can just watch this and finish this up, this side also. After this, I will show you other objects. So this much is done. Let's take another paper. And similarly, fold it in the center. Open it up. Let's learn to make Warli birds. So whatever was around the Warli tribe, they used to add that into their painting, their art. So birds have been there always, right? So see how Warli birds are made, right? Warli birds. Okay. Very simple style of birds. So make a oval shape. So whenever you create Warli art, birds, like you need to add little bit of border, and then birds you can add in your picture anywhere. These are the type of birds I'm showing you so that you know how to create them. And then for the wings, very simple lines, the way we make fins, and then to the other side also. A small circle, and then eye, and for the beak. So this does not really, don't say that ma'am, I'm not able to make exactly like this. So birds have different shapes, right? So for the beak, even the same type of bird can have different type of beak. So your beak you create maybe little more roundish, maybe little more pointy, does not matter. So more or less this kind of shape. Yeah. And next, very simple bird, when you want a big painting and you want to add some like bird objects, so you can simply design very commonly, maybe as very small kid you would have drawn. So these are also very commonly used in Warli paintings for like flying birds. Let me show you another type of bird. Here, so give a circle, small circle, and a little long neck, then little oval body, then a little pointy beak. And this one, just the simple lines. For the feathers, this is another type of bird we use in Warli. And then legs, here you give small eye. And generally these birds do not really need to do much. You just have to fill in, maybe with, if you're making white on ochre, you just need to fill these smaller places, the beak and the neck, and even the body. Either you can give lines here or you just fill the body. See how it looks. Right? So you can finish it. Maybe you can put watercolor, acrylic color, any color, and fill the color. And for the face also, you leave the eye and then you color it and see how it looks. It's a very commonly used bird in Warli. So this is Warli bird. Another type of bird I show you. Again, you give little bit, not exactly round, little small oval shape. So birds have different type of shapes. So you can use your creativity and give different type of shape for the face. And then a sleeping line, a small curvy line in the bottom. So I showed you this type of beak, this one, and then another one here I show you. This one goes a little bit upwards. And then little feathers here. And nothing much, just legs. And of course, eye. So this is another type of bird we make in Wali. One more I show you for like peacock. And so whatever I'm showing you here, you can use your own shapes and sizes when you are making big art. Suppose someday you want to make Wali art, so you can enlarge the size. So let's understand how to make a small peacock. Little bit longer neck for peacock, and sleeping line, this rounded line, little bit longer beak for peacock, eye, peacock feather. This can be actually made in many ways if you want. This is a standing peacock feather, and if you want like the dancing peacock, then you can give lines like, instead of this, you give lines all over and then make feather, peacock feather. Maybe okay, let me show you that also, because everybody loves peacocks, right? And for this one, if you, to finish it, just give lines here. So bottom part, just for fun, I am showing you a peacock. So on the bottom paper, you make peacock, take that same shape of the face, eye, and then little longer beak I have given here, and then neck. I'm just thinking and just doing it. You can give straight line also. I'm just trying to make it like little bit more peacock types, and then the dancing peacock. So this one you can give lines like these. Keep drawing till almost till you reach towards the bottom. One more maybe, and then give little leg here, long leg, and one more. So it's basically, I've shown like kind of like walking legs. Okay, and now how do I finish it? So let's first color these areas and maybe neck also. So I'm just showing you roughly, and color the, can you all see? And now how to finish this one? There could be many ways. See what I am doing. So at the end, I am making little drop shape, the way the peacock feathers, you see the shape is there, that you draw to give it a finishing touch at the end. And inside smaller oval shape. Okay, and you see the small lines. You just give small lines both the sides of this long line what we created, going upwards. Make sure it's going upwards. When you want to make final peacock anywhere, you can spend a lot of time making your lines more straight, neater. So I'm just showing you on a rough paper. So this is how a peacock looks like in Warli painting. So you see how we are using only simple lines, triangles, circles, ovals, and fillings, and how interesting it becomes. Yeah, and when you want to decorate, so generally like when Warli people make peacock, they just put white color. Okay, ochre background, white color everywhere. All this will be white. Now, if you want to make it look more interesting, you can, on the body, you can actually do a lot of things. Maybe just to give you an example. So embellishments, use your creativity. See, and then different colors you can put, and here you can give maybe circles. So art, this is art. You can use these triangles and circles on the body. Right, looks good, cool. Now after birds, I show you Warli animals. So it's already 12. Let's quickly understand. I'll show you Warli animals and huts, and then we start. So basically we would know the basics, and we can start on the painting. So now you write Warli animals. How do we draw animals in Warli? So same triangle shape we use, but this time we use it sleeping way, because animal's body is like this. And then give a line here, little thicker line. This is, I'm drawing horse. And what else? So to depict that it's horse, you just give little horns here.
Ma'am, we can't see the picture. We can't see the whole picture.
Sorry, yeah. Okay, and then for animals, to finish it up here, you give little tail. Tail can be longer, shorter, curvy. Okay, and then legs. So little triangle, small triangle shape, colored shape you give at the end, and here you give another leg. From top you make it little thicker. So this is your Warli horse. So practically you can make any animal. Just you need to do a little bit of face. You need to change. Maybe for like when you are making cow, I'll quickly show you. cow is like this triangle you make, and again neck, and then for cow this kind of a shape, and then give little ears both the sides, and then horn and tail, and similarly cow also leg. So here your cow. See, just a little bit of shape here I changed. It became cow. Interesting? So now quickly learn Varley trees. Write here Varley trees. Any painting you are making, empty spaces where you have in the sides, you can make trees to give it a complete look. So very simple Varley trees I show you. So can you see my paper? So make a little curvy line, kind of a S, and it could be like any shape of curvy lines. Then I'm giving branches here. So one branch, two branch, and then here this side, third and fourth branch. Okay, so my tree looks something like this. You can have bigger, smaller. Okay, and then you just give these leaves. Little bit going upwards. Yeah, and then you can fill in the color. Mostly it is like black and white. So this is, and then fill in colors in all the leaves. So this is one type of tree. Another type what you do, give a little space, and then like a tree branch, I'm making it little thinner, and then bottom little wider, and here you give branches like falling down, two, then I'm making 5 branches here. You can give any fruit. So what I am doing, I'm making coconut. And for this kind of tree in Varley, all you have to do the way you did your peacock. So same way, lines coming upwards. And if you want to make it thick, you can have another one here. And see, looks good. So this is another type of tree, and I'll show you one last tree, which is, are you able to follow? So this one is like only like straight lines, slanted lines. At the bottom, you just color it. At the top, what you do, make this shape. This is another type of tree we make in Varli. And then like this, leaves, small leaves. Yeah, so finish it up and then color it. Color this also. This is another type of tree. Okay. I quickly show you what else. Last thing. So this paper is full. Take another paper. Everybody is done till here. Let's understand how they make huts, because huts are very important in the paintings, place of living. So just fold this paper again. Open it up and write Varli huts. Okay, very simple huts they make in Varli. So give a shape like dome shape and then sleeping line. Then like two standing lines and one sleeping line to make like a square box, and another entry, this dome kind of a shape for the hut entry. And they use lots of simple lines to give design to this. What you can do, see, and small standing lines to finish it up. So this is one type of hut. And the next one, make a rectangle. As I told you, they use all these geometrical shapes, and then a square, a box, one standing line in the center, and look at this, a very simple sleeping lines across this box. So the top, that rectangle part, draw these sleeping lines roughly and standing lines to finish it up. And here in all these boxes, you roughly draw standing lines. And to go on the top, let's give one staircase like this, simple texture. To depict this ladder. And yeah, so these are the kind of huts we use in Varli, and you can add a little bit of different kind of texture here, the lines. So basically these are the things. And yeah, let me show you. Okay, last Varli music instruments. So they, for the celebration, like wherever they have ceremonies, they they used to make those Warli art which depicts the celebration. So, and they use those instruments. So let's make a drum. For this, you make an oval shape, and then a dome, this kind of a shape.
Ma'am, we can't see it.
Ma'am, we can't see.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, I'll show you. Is it seen? So bottom, I gave this rounded shape for the drum. And then in the center of this top part, you give a circle. And then to design it, lines. There could be many styles. This one, this area, color this area. And then drumsticks, very simple drumsticks, nothing much, just this line and then these are the drumsticks. Does it look like the drum? Yeah. And another instrument, you can like, and you can, when you have to make it, you can make small, big, shape, size, doesn't matter. So a flute kind of a thing. So give a small circle at the bottom and one oval, a little oval shape on the top, and again a little shape in the center. To make it look little interesting, I'm just adding these hangings here and these lines to finish it up. Okay. So these are the Warli instruments. And borders can be, let me quickly make a border also. Borders could be like many types, just a simple border, this curvy line, and you know, the maybe the mango leaf, what you use for any rituals. So you can just draw mango leaves. And small flowers. So remember, when you are drawing Warli, remember you are drawing a folk art. So all you need to do is only those basic things, what they use, those things you add in your picture. Think about those items, the olden days items, and that you add in the picture. Nothing modern, and very simple art, and very attractive. And you know, making Warli is so relaxing. When you start making it, you don't want to leave, and you keep adding your own ideas, your innovations. So this is one type of border, and you can make like different kind of flower, different kind of leaves. Okay, so this is the basics what I taught you for Warli. I'll I would like everybody to go on mute and ask any questions at this point of time if you have. Then I'll quickly show you a simple Varli art on your paper 8 by 8. Okay, anybody wants to
What did you say? Battery?
unmute yourself and ask if you want to ask questions? Are you all clear what Varli art is about?
Are you clear? Oh, yes, I'm clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Anybody wants to ask anything, or we can go ahead?
Now we can go ahead.
Okay. So keep these papers with you so that in future when you want to make. So I'm putting everybody on mute again. I show you a picture which we are going to draw today. And looking at the picture, tell me, do you think you will be able to draw? Can you see what all is there? Is it visible to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
You see, there's this figure. So you understood on your paper. I showed you how you make figure. So these are the triangle. So it's a celebration picture. Two women dancing for a celebration. And how you can make out this is woman. Now you guys know why it is woman, right? Because of the hair. If it is a man, this hair will not be there. So how you recognize it? Because of this flying hair, this is woman. And this, the musical instrument, what you see here, you have already learned how to draw. Would you like to take a reference and draw on your own, or I guide you? And see here, bird, and this is looks like a dog. So dog, bird, two human figures, woman, both of them playing drums. And you see this border here.
Ma'am, we'll draw our own.
Somebody asked something.
Ma'am, we will draw. Ma'am, can we draw on our own?
Yes, that's what I want. For past 1.5 hours, I was telling you, almost an hour, I was telling you how to draw. So in this figure, in this painting, you can add anything, or you can edit anything. You can put a tree maybe here. You can have another kind of bird or animal. You can have a cart maybe here. So you draw on your own. I would like to see that. Or anybody wants to follow me, I am drawing this one on your 8 by 8 paper. And the coloring we will not be doing here because of the time constraint. What I'll do, I'll send you on your WhatsApp group, I will share the colored picture of this. You take the reference. Right now I'll show you how to draw this. You take the reference from the picture, you color it at home, and tomorrow you bring in class and show me, because I am sure you all are clear how to make this. Coloring is very simple part. Yes, can you show me thumbs up? Right? Okay. So use your imagination, creativity, and whatever I have told you so far. If you want to ask something, the shape and anything, I can help you, but please, let's go ahead. Give me a second. Yes, I'm starting. Give me a minute. Okay. So I'm taking a paper. This drawing is this side 5.5 and this side is 7.5. Okay, so this is 5.5, this is 7.5. So I am taking my paper. So generally what you do, either you use freehand for Varli, or if you're not comfortable, what you do, you take the picture and you trace it on the final paper, like the sketch paper, which is going to be your canvas or anything. You just trace it and then you lightly start with the pencil and then you start coloring. First you outline it, then you color it. So I am doing it on A4 size paper. First I am marking my length and the height, and then I will start drawing. Can you all see me what I'm doing here? So the length is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the height I want to take this particular painting. So this is going to be my base. This is almost half of the A4 size paper, and this is the painting. Okay, so keep it easy. What you can do, I generally do freehand, but to teach you what you can do, you mark your paper in a square. So this one is, if this is 6, you mark it at 3. So center one, draw one sleeping line and one standing line. So make a square in the center. The sides. Just for the reference, so that our picture is in place. And then this side also, you just measure it. You take a center point. which you can erase later. Okay. And so I'm telling you how to trace your picture without tracing paper. And then on this picture, I've already created reference point. So I draw a line across and one line standing. So basically, you know, this is the center point, and from center point, how you have to draw in like this square, this, all the squares. Okay, so you can start making your picture on the paper. So I'm starting from the right side, and little bit of shape doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm starting from the right side. You see your picture. From this center, you see little bit of space and then standing line to make a triangle. So I draw my standing line here. And this one is little slanted. So give a little slanted line. And the another this triangle is at the bottom. Yeah, looks very much like similar. And then head again, because they're bent, so I'm making the head. You can make, you do not really have to give so much of shape. You can make simple head, what I showed you. Okay, and give a small bun here. Then you see this drum. So first you make this drum. So center line, you see here, the drum is just above this, and little bit of down, up does not matter. What I am trying to do, I'm making my drums the front portion first. And then yeah. Yeah, this looks good to me because it should be like little bit bent downwards. Now you can give hand, which is holding the drumsticks. Able to follow? And then you see these strings are there for the drums to hold. So you just attach the drum with this body. So it's like this. And then legs. For the legs, you see the legs are little bit dancing, walking legs. So what you do, and this one little smaller line and little, see, okay, this side. So these are the legs. And since this is woman figure is depicted here, so they've given a little bit of embellishment for the dress. So you can design that. So yeah, this looks good. Just one hand is missing, and one hand which is like, you see the top part is stretched out of this center line. So let's make it almost till here, and then fold it and give this stick in the hand, and the top portion make it little rounded. So yeah, this one side of figure is done. Now I move towards the other side, this side. So this side figure is like this, facing towards the other side. So for this figure, what we do, you see this triangle which is like half missing behind the drum. So we start with that, keeping in mind this is almost in the center of the box. Okay, so this center and this one is down and this one is up. So little bit down, you just measure it little bit and start making a triangle which is not finishing. Then you can give this shape of a drum here, a little big oval shape. Okay, and then bottom part. And then imagining that this triangle came here and then started from here. So you start, maybe if you want more reference, you can finish the triangle here, take another triangle from down and then erase in the center. So I'm starting my triangle, imagining it ended here and started from here. The bottom part of the body, you see here. So I'm finishing it here and then okay, and then give space a little standing line, and for the head, little bun here, and for the drum, like a small circle in the center to give it a look. And you see the hands are stretched to hold the sticks, these drumsticks. So stretch the top part little bit longer and like this. And another one going upwards in the air. So pretty much both the figures are done. Can you see here and see this? Yeah. And here you can add, so in this one there is one animal and one bird figure. So whatever animals and birds I have shown you, out of that you can create anything. Don't really need to copy exactly same thing. what I will do, I'll make a, let me see what I like to create. Let me just draw triangle and another triangle. So this is my cow. And one small bird. So for bird, let me just make a simple bird. My bird will be like this, small bird. So this is the bird I made. Okay. And okay, so now I tell you the technique. I won't be doing it now. I tell you the technique, how to make it, make this as an maybe a small wall hanging, or to put it on fridge to complete this art. So this much, once this much is done, what you do, you put the background color. First you put the background color, maybe 2-3 colors, maybe ochre, maybe red, yellow, watercolor. So you just put background color. After that, you will have this pencil mark still there. Then you outline it. Outline the whole thing with black marker or sketch pen. And then you start designing inside. If you want, either you put with the pen, you put lines, okay? Or if you want to color it or design it like this one, I will share the color picture on the group. So this is the colored one. I just show you how it looks like. So this looks like this. You drew this one, correct? So you drew in black and white. So in the background, you see the color orange and yellow mix. So you do the background, finish up the background first. And then this little lines, first you outline it and then you fill in the color. So you can either use watercolor or acrylic color or even pencil color. So will you be able to do it if I share the picture on the group? Do you understand how to color the background? Or I just show you just the background? Okay, just hold on for a second. I just show you the background. This is my picture, and the color, just take out. So we use little thicker brush for the background to give a nice wash. This is my color palette. Can you all see? And a washcloth, brush, and water. Able to see? Okay, so I take out little color in the palette. So I'm going to use red and orange. So this is the crimson red, and this is orange color. Acrylic colors I'm using. You can use watercolor also. The other color what I take out is yellow. Oh, sorry, orange. Actually, you can add yellow also. This is my color palette and my picture. Okay. I just put a rough paper. Maybe you can put a newspaper, a rough paper in the background below this so that you do not dirty the space. Okay. This is the picture. I'm going to add. So you always start with the lighter shade. If you have yellow, you can start with yellow. But since I'm using only these two colors, so I'll be starting with orange color. You see, after the wash also, you can see the pencil marks, right? And now you use red. Okay, so this is the color I put, and then you can give a nice finishing touch. It really comes out good on canvas, and you use acrylic color on canvas. My paper is thin. So give it a rustic look. Do not really need to give lots of finishing in the background. So looks good. So this is my background, almost very close to ochre. You can make it more yellowy or more orangish. And on top of it, you start, let it dry maybe for some 10-15 minutes, or even half an hour is good. And then you start marking it. Either use either this pen, or if you don't have this pen, you use sketch pen. So first of all, the most important thing is you outline the whole thing. Okay, and then you start designing your internal these lines, that also with the black marker, and then you fill in colors. Like let me just show you. It's wet right now, so one portion I tell you, do the outline, and then for the neck, if you want to give a design, draw it. Okay, and so these are the minor little designs you can keep adding on the dress and in the instrument also. And then you fill in the colors. So whatever this triangle I created, leave the lines and then fill in the colors. Okay, so this is all for today. You